Around the league, coaches are getting fired left and right. That is basically the period of the NFL that we are currently in. And there was one coach that ended up getting fired that had me kind of shocked, kind of surprised in a way. And we're going to get right to it. Before we do that, make sure to subscribe to the Football Fix. It'd be much appreciated. So, if you don't know, earlier today, the Titans have fired head coach Mike Vrabel per Adam Schefter. He had a meeting with the ownership, and, well, ultimately they decided that they were moving on. Now, when I seen this, at first I was completely shocked because why? It made no sense why they would... Here, let me rephrase that. I was shocked because I thought if Vrabel and the Tennessee Titans were going to be no more, it would have been a mutual parting of ways. They would have each came to a conclusion that, yeah, we should probably move on, forget about the money, or I felt like the Tennessee Titans could have traded Mike Vrabel, which if you don't know, yes, coaches can be traded in the National Football League, which they're currently talking about Bill Belichick getting traded. It's a little hint to what we're going to get to here in just a little bit. But that's my first thought. I was like, okay, you're going to fire him and still pay him all the money that you gave him when he signed his contract. Just 2 years ago, Mike Vrabel won the Coach of the Year award. Since then, he's had 2 losing seasons and hasn't been great down in Tennessee. Okay, the quarterback issues, getting rid of A.J. Brown, which, by the way, Mike Vrabel was very, very pissed about. Okay, ended up getting the GM at the time fired, bringing a new GM that Mike Vrabel had no say over. So just so you guys know, and they seemingly had a good relationship. Okay, but business is business. Things are going to happen. But that was my one question: was like, why don't you just trade him? Or why don't you just have a mutual parting of ways so you don't have to pay this amount of money? Well, actually, per Diana Rossini, the Titans believed trading Mike Vrabel was too complicated and would take too long, per sources. They wanted to move on quickly. I was told Vrabel never asked ownership for a trade or asked out of Tennessee. Mike Vrabel, or just hearing about the type of guy he is, that was never a question. He was never going to ask for a trade. He was never going to be asked out of Tennessee or ask out of Tennessee. That's not going to happen, especially when you're making millions of dollars and you're the head coach of a team, one team of 32 teams in the NFL. Like, it's a very prestigious job. There's no way he's going to ask to be traded or get out of there, even if the current situation doesn't look that good. But their owner, Amy Adams Strunk, basically gave us a little piece of why they decided to fire him instead of trading. So here's what the article said. It said, in an interview posted by the team on Tuesday, controlling owner Amy Adams Strunk was asked if she considered trading the coach instead of firing him. Here's what she said. Yes, there was. But there's a bit of misconception about a coach's contract, say versus a player's contract. A coach's contract, you can't trade them unless they're a willing partner to that trade. So yes, we thought about it, but at the end of the day, with league rules the way they are, it would have maybe put us back 3 weeks. And, to get the right head coach, I was just not willing to go to the back of the line and take a chance of missing out on someone we really wanted. So basically what she's saying is like, yeah, we thought about trading, but the coach has to be willing to be traded to that certain team. And if he doesn't want to, we're stuck with him. That puts us behind. And the whole process is just too much. So the easiest way to get rid of him, or the easiest way to find a new coach, find a new breath of fresh air here in this organization, which they think they need, was to fire Mike Vrabel. Get rid of him. Don't miss out on a chance to get a Jim Harbaugh or a Ben Johnson or some of those top coaching candidates. But now that you fired Mike Vrabel, he is the top coaching candidate in the National Football League. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He's been there. He's done that. He's won a Super Bowl as a player. He did pretty good with Tennessee. I mean, a coach of the year at one point, led him to a playoff victory, I do believe, over the New England Patriots, ended the Tom Brady-Belichick era. I mean, Mike Vrabel is going to be a top coaching candidate, but there's one team that he's going to end up on, in my opinion. Probably the most likely place that he ends up in. And this team is the New England Patriots. That's because, per Ian Rappaport, fair to say, keep an eye on New England and what's next for Bill Belichick. Now, I know that Bill Belichick is still the head coach of the New England Patriots and probably still will be going forward next season, but there's a chance that New England decides to part ways, releasing him, firing him, trading him, whatever the case may be. There's a very, very good chance, probably the best chance we've ever seen Bill Belichick maybe potentially leaving the New England Patriots. And if he does, the guy at the top of that list is a man who played for the Patriots, won Super Bowls with the Patriots, scored in a Super Bowl when the New England Patriots beat the Carolina Panthers 32-29. He scored 6 points in that game. And then also earlier this year, in midway through the season, Mike Vrabel was also inducted into the Patriots Hall of Fame. If that doesn't say anything, then I don't know what's going to happen. Because that right there just tells me that New England honors or loves Mike Vrabel, thanks him for what he's done for New England, and now he's enshrined in their Hall of Fame, which is pretty hard to do. You have to be a really, really good player to do that. And what a better fit than having Mike Vrabel be your new head coach, letting Bill Belichick go, and now we have a new era of New England Patriots football. If I had to guess, Mike Vrabel will be the new head coach of the New England Patriots, pending a Bill Belichick move, release, trade, whatever the case may be. If it's not Bill, it's going to be Mike. You guys can let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you're a Patriots fan, would you like this? Who do you want? Do you want Bill Belichick or do you want Mike Vrabel? Or if you have any other candidates that you would like, let me know down below. And if you're just an NFL fan, same goes for you. Also, drop a like and subscribe to the channel. It'd be much, much appreciated. Have a great rest of your night, folks. And you just got your fix with the Wicks.